Hello everybody, and welcome to another at-home tutorial on how to do this crazy math. Today we're going to work on partial product multiplication. Please don't show them your way. This is going to lead to a lot of confusion from the way that we were taught as kids based on what we are showing them now with partial products and the new way of doing things with our new wonderful standards. In a sense, partial product is not terribly different than what we used to do back in the day. It is, but it isn't. It is, but it isn't. Partial product is all about looking at place values when you multiply. Okay? It's all about not carrying. So many times with our traditional algorithm is that they don't understand these numbers that we carry and where they come from and what happens down below. Partial product will hopefully, when they get to this, can come back to this again next year, they will begin to see the differences and they will make these connections of how these numbers come to be at the bottom of the equation. The end result is still the same. You still get the same number at the end of the day, but it's how we're combining them that's making the difference, if that made any sense. This is our equation, for example, 32 times 43. And when we multiply with partial product, we multiply by place value. Okay? So this is a 3 and this is a 2, but this is not a 4 and this is not a 3. This is in fact a 40 and this is in fact a 30. And when we multiply, we're going to multiply as if those were a 40 and a 30. Now, one of the tools and tricks that I might show the kids is, if they need it, is to write a reminder next to the number. And with a very, you won't be nice to me, to write a little 0 here and a little 0 here to remind them that that is a 30 and that that is a 40. And I don't know if that 0 showed up or not. Look, I'm in 3D. Okay, I'm so silly. Let me try to make a darker color here. A 40 and a 30 to remind them that those are in fact tens instead of just a single digit number. So we start off multiplying 3 times 2, which of course is 6, and we write our answer down here. Yeah, I can read that now, that's good. Okay, 2 times 3 is 6, and now I start in my ones place. I start in the space furthest to the right, and I've multiplied 3 times 2, but now I'm going to multiply 3 times 30. Don't say 3. This is 30. 3 times 3 is 9, but it's a 30, so 3 times 30 is an add a 0. And this is where people start to get confused. What we are doing is multiplying as normal and then adding the zeros of the place value. So 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 30, 9 add a 0. 90. And we write it down here. There's no carrying. We just put it all right below. We're done with this place. We move to this place. And as we talked about today in class with a few of us, we again start in the place furthest right. Always here. Next year, some kids are going straight up and multiplying the 40 times the 30 and then doing the 40 times the 2. Next year, and as you know from doing the standard algorithm, that is really going to mess you up. So, backing up, we're going to start and multiply all the way over to the right, 40 times 2, which is really 4 times 2, add 1 0. So 4 times 2 is 8, add a 0, 80. Now we have 40 times 30, which is really 4 times 3, which is 12, add 2 zeros. We add the 0 here, we add the 0 here. And this is the other thing that we talked about in class with a few of us today. It's making sure that we add both zeros from both numbers. So 40 times 30, 12 with 2 zeros, 1,200. Now, I've made a mistake on purpose down there. I've written my number down out of position. And this is the final thing that we really need to keep an eye on when we are doing our partial product, is that we are keeping our numbers written down in the correct place value. So it's 1, 2, 0, 0. Making sure everything stays in nice, neat columns. Now, for the kids at home that are using regular notebook paper, one thing I might recommend is to take said notebook paper and turn it sideways. Now, instead of rows, you have columns, and now everything can stay nice and straight. Okay, so for here, everything is the same. From here, I'm sorry, we don't multiply. Yes, we add, because that's what we do at the end of a multiplication problem. We add. And this is a 6. And I tell the kids often there should only be one real number in this column. Everything else should be zeros. And if you have 2 numbers in this column, you have done something wrong. You have forgotten a 0 somewhere. The top number only should be, everything else under that should be zeros. That's a 6. 9 plus 8 is 17. Carry 1. 1 and 2 is 3. And this is a 1. For a final answer of 1,376. Okay? This is partial product multiplication. It works the same if even I were to have this. A 3-digit number times a 1-digit number. 1 times 2, I'm sorry, 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times again, we add it up, and we get a 396. That's an ugly 9. It's ugly 6. I hope this helps to clear up any confusion, especially amongst parents, as far as how to do partial product versus the way we learned how to do it when we were kids. This is the core, this is partial product, and this is what our math is for now. So thank you all very much for watching, for paying attention. Any other questions or comments, please just send me an email and I will do my best to address them. Thanks all so much. Have a wonderful night.